Family, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe and the bell and the like, fam. So, family, we are going to be jumping back into Volt Inu. I do just want to say happy Independence Day on this 4th of July. So, let's go ahead and jump into their latest updates. So, as we can see here, Volt Inu is sitting at about 65.4 thousand followers. Pretty decent there. If we jump over to one of their first, I would say one of their first updates in this video. So this is it appears to be a platform called Rice Wallet. So Rice Wallet says new listing Volt Inu. Volt at Volt Inu official, a hyperdeflationary token aimed to invest in multiple assets such as NFT, node, altcoin, stablecoin, staking, and farming. Everyone can now get Volt easily and earn passive income right on Rice DeFi wallet. So pretty nice there. Again, y'all, just it's pretty decent that Volt is getting more listings, and I think that's what their holders want to see, and I think that just shows their goodwill. So jumping over to their next update, Volt Inu says the day looks voltish, the month looks voltish, the year looks voltish, Volt accordingly. Absolutely, y'all. You have to be able to look into the future. You got to be able to look into the future and just see things for what they are. Not what we want them to be. So again, we have seen some green days for Volt going into this 4th of July weekend. We've definitely seen some green days. So I don't necessarily know what's going to happen going into the future, but we will see. Let's continue. Volt Inu says, vote for others and everyone will vote for you. So again, y'all, very nice. As y'all know, on this 4th of July, this is a day where, I think it's not unreasonable to try to do nice things for others or try to spread out some charity because you never know how people are dealing with life these days. And sometimes I'm not going to say sometimes, you always want to be that light for others so they can just have hope and faith. But nonetheless, going into this 4th of July, I will say it's a great opportunity to just gather people and assist people and help them out any way that you can. Now, Volt Inu says no bear can stop the Volt army. So again, y'all, what do we have here? We have some pretty decent buys. 1.9 plus ETH, 2 plus ETH, almost 3 ETH here. Some pretty decent buys. It seems like 1 ETH or less than $2,000 is getting you about 1 billion tokens, at least according to this metrics right here. So pretty decent, nearly, again, less than $2,000 can get you a billion tokens. And again, we don't really know how much these tokens are going to be worth moving forward, but nonetheless, we are seeing some decent movement for the project, at least over the last couple of days. And, they've just keep pushing forward. Now, Volt Inu says things come and go. The only thing that stays is the Volt age. So again, y'all, as they've been saying, they said 2012, the world was ending, right? Then they said, we're entering into the age of Aquarius. I definitely think that we're entering into a new age of higher consciousness. And, I don't think that this age is going to go anywhere but up. So again, y'all, even Volt is basically saying that, the only thing that stays is the Volt age from this point forward. That's just basically it. So again, I think that Volt as a project, just to give you all my personal analysis, I think that Volt as a project has just done a lot of things that a lot of projects just either aren't capable of doing or have not done since their launch. And again, they're still here even in the midst of just an absolutely horrendous market. If we go to, let's just go to CoinGecko. What do we have here, y'all? Look at this. These charts just look absolutely horrible. They just look horrible. Ethereum is under $2,000. Bitcoin is under 20,000. And y'all have to remember there was people who were, they were so pumped up about buying Bitcoin at almost $70,000 a coin. buying Bitcoin at $50,000 a coin, at buying Bitcoin at $40,000 a coin. Bitcoin is under $20,000. If you bought Bitcoin at $40,000, you've literally lost half of the value in your investment. So these are the things that you have to prepare for in this market because, again, the market is so volatile. And truth be told, it's just so manipulated. It's just a manipulated market. If you don't think that the people who control the Federal Reserve and all these banking systems don't control the crypto market, then you're just insane. And that's okay. I mean, you have free will. You can believe whatever you want. But this is a testament that there's not a large amount of people who control this market. It's a very small amount of people. And if they want the market to be utterly annihilated, I mean, look at these price points, you know. The sad thing is people invest into these projects thinking that they're going to go somewhere, but you just have to understand that the value of these tokens is controlled by a small group of people. If you're smart enough to move your money in and out of the market when the time is right, then that's one thing. But even with a lot of these altcoins and a lot of these projects, I mean, unfortunately, they're just scams, man. They're just, you know, this is the reason why I stopped trading heavily, is because a lot of these projects are just flat out scams. Majority of the projects are created by the same people, and all they do is wait for you to. This is why they started to create high tax tokens, because, you know, they're going to win either way on every buy and on every sell. And in addition to that, even if they do actually try to be, you know, like the token, Squid Game and some of these other tokens that were kind of popular for a minute. And what did they do? They rug pull like all these other little trashy projects. But just to give you an example, let's go to Solana, right? You know, I remember when Solana's going to go places, just like XRP, right? We go to that max chart. I mean, look at this max chart, man. Look at that. I mean, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Look at that. You know, a peak of $250, and now it's at, you know, $34 plus. You know, if you bought in at the top and held, I mean, you got annihilated. So I mean, it is what it is. Let's go to another coin that, you know, a bunch of people had talked up, and I'm giving this in this Voltinu update because, you know, as I cover Voltinu, Voltinu is legitimately different than a lot of these projects because they do push forward. And don't get me wrong, their price action may not be perfect, but it's not utterly decimated. Like, you know, let's go to Litecoin. You know, Litecoin, man, it peaked at what? Let's look at that. Can't even get that peak. Can't even pull up on it. Let's pull it back. Let's see if I can just better. So Litecoin peaked at $384, and now it's worth 50, you know, around $50. Like, and I speak that because I want y'all to understand just, you know, what goes on in this market. Like, if you're buying Litecoin at $50, thinking that, you know, it's going to hit another $384, you know, you'll be waiting a long time for that. Or, you know, most likely the people who do control the market, they watch my videos and, oh, they're going to go pump Litecoin, which is, you know, it's a clown world, man. So Voltinu lastly says, vulture weaknesses into strengths, man. Vulture weaknesses into strengths. I will say never back down to anybody on this earth. Never back down to any you know, just no one on this earth. I mean, when you have the Most High, I guarantee you that nothing on this earth stop you. So, y'all, I'm trying to get y'all the truth of this crypto market for what it is, not what we want it to be, but also in this Voltinu update. Again, Volt is continuing to produce. They're continuing to develop. They're continuing to, you know, gather people into the project, and they're continuing to communicate with their investors. And again, you know, I can say, what more can you ask for? But again, I can't. No one can force the hand of Volt to hit 1,000x. But nonetheless, y'all, with that all being said, I do want to thank everybody who joined me here on this channel. I do want to thank y'all for joining me. I will say, y'all, I'm going to see y'all on my next broadcast. Again, have a happy Independence Day on this day. I love y'all, fam. Y'all take care and have an amazing and blessed day.